Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? It's your boy D Wise, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with episode 3 of OTV Live. Well, I'm going to tell you again, this is the show for the independent creative. So, like I said, you're a rapper, you're a singer, you're a DJ, you're a comedian, actor, actress, director, producer. You know, you tap dance in the subway for change. We want you to come on the show and tell us what the hell you do and how you make your money and how you're going to be famous, because OTV means On the Verge. On the Verge Live. So we here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is D Wise. I will be your web series connoisseur. And we got Standby Gypsy over there.
What's going on, brother?
We all right, man. We
Chilling.
doing good. All right.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. So it's Monday. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was good, man. Actually, it was pretty shit. I was just fighting this cold, man, as you could probably hear it in my voice.
Yeah,
a
me
little
too,
bit.
man.
But,
Always.
Yeah, spring's around the corner. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
T-shirt weather, you know, girls will be out soon, so I'm good.
Yeah, with the sundresses on.
Yeah, man.
You got to get it going.
Yeah, can't
Hey,
wait.
listen, I know what it is, man. My weekend was pretty crazy. What did we do? I did a couple shows. You know, I DJ'd one of my people's parties. Chad, you know Chad.
Of course.
Chad celebrated his birthday.
His 40th.
Yeah,
Shout out to
man.
him.
So shout out to Chad McKelvey. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I shouldn't shout out this whole government
Yeah,
name,
it's
right?
all right. No one's going after him.
Nobody's going after him?
And knowing him, if they come after him, he'll get them first.
Yeah, pretty much he got satellites.
Lots and lots of
Lots
satellites.
of satellites.
That's all right.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, we got to talk about one thing. I got dragged.
You got roasted, man.
I got roasted on Facebook.
And Twitter, too, right?
Yo, I put it now. My
Instagram,
Twitter,
too?
my Twitter is linked to my Facebook.
Okay.
Now, if I would have put it on Instagram, they would have dragged me even more. Yo, they ripped. Yo, social media. This is the first time that they literally like roasted me. I felt like one of those chickens at Boston Rotisserie, just in there,
Just getting spun
cooking
over
and over. I was a golden brown.
So let everyone know why were people so upset at you, man?
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna log into Facebook and tell you how many people. I mean, they went in on me. It was crazy. But I posted on
I was
Twitter.
one of those people, by the way. I didn't verbalize it because I knew I'd have the opportunity to do it live on the show.
Yeah, that's why I saved it for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let me go to this joint, man. I literally now my Twitter is linked to my Facebook.
Okay.
And you know,
So you couldn't escape it.
No, I wasn't escaping anything. The fact of the matter is, you know, I was looking and I was just like, you know, the show was on because I think it was like how many years ago was it? 32 years ago.
32 years ago.
32 years ago. The movie, what's it called again?
The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon was
Timok.
released with Timok. You had him on the show.
I did.
You know, yeah. You
Shout
had
out
him
to
on
him.
your show.
Yeah.
Shout out to your show. Hangover Takeover. Yeah, that's coming on after us. Yeah, man. So I posted. You know, I don't care what you say. I was like, I said, The Last Dragon is a terrible film.
See, I feel like when you phrase it like that, people it's automatic like clickbait. You know, people knee-jerk reaction. What do you mean it's a terrible film? But I had an opportunity to talk to you behind the scenes before the show about what you meant, and you being a real film connoisseur, you letting me know that you were doing this acting thing even before you were doing the singing
Yeah, I started
thing.
out as being an actor.
That you really meant as far as the production and quality of the movie.
No, the production. I mean, for the money. I mean, what was it? $10 million the budget was, and they made $25 million, so they made their money back. I'm not
Definitely.
saying that.
Shout out to Barry Gordy.
Yeah, Barry Gordy got that paycheck. But what I was saying was, for what it was, the acting wasn't great.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a cult film. That doesn't make it a great film. Don't get me wrong. When I
But
watched
when you
it,
prefe it as
when I watched
just-
it when I was 5 years old, Gypsy, it's different than when I'm over 30. You understand what I'm saying?
See, people are cheering for you. Your notebook is cheering for the movie. But they ain't cheering for your opinion because your opinion sucks.
Yo, come on, fam. Listen. So I said on Twitter, I said, I don't care what you say. The Last Dragon is a terrible film, period. And while we're at it, so is The Wiz. Now, I got yo.
Double dragged or just
Triple drag, kid.
Double dragging?
It was crazy. But listen, it was like over 100 comments, and every comment had, more replies under it. So it was over 100. It was like over 100 comments.
So let me get this right. You went on social media, the place where people are the most sensitive, and literally attacked a cult classic that everyone loves.
I didn't attack anything.
Yes, you did.
No, it's not an attack.
All you had to do was put, at the end of it, just put sad.
I'm not putting sad. Yo, my dude, listen. This is the analogy that I gave you before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in March 1985, right?
Yes.
Last Dragon came out.
Yes.
Berry Gordy produced the film. That was
How
his
old
baby.
were you in 1985?
I was 5 years old.
Okay.
So, Berry Gordy, he's the Motown extraordinaire. He was the man back in the day.
Berry Gordy presents.
Berry Gordy presents.
That's the name of the
The
movie.
Last Dragon.
It's not called The Last Dragon.
It's called Berry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
Right.
So, all that money went in his pocket. That's one. Number two is, March 1985, that was released. Now, the movie was directed by, I think it was Martin Shrink, whatever.
Okay.
It was a
Spike.
it was a not well. Listen, I don't want to bring race into it.
No.
But all right. So it was directed. It wasn't directed by a black director. It wasn't Spike Lee. It wasn't John Singleton.
See, were you thinking this at
Okay,
5
wait,
years
wait,
old?
hold
though?
on.
That's
Hold
my
on,
thing,
hold on.
though.
But
the time
what I'm-
that this movie should have impacted you the most as a child,
Let me
it should have
get-
just
let me get
been
to the-
attached to your imagination
No.
and
Let me
the
get
fun
to the
factor.
Hold
of
on. Let me get to it. Now, when I was young, to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't going around going, "Who's the master?" Sure enough, I thought it was silly. When I was a kid, it was fun to watch. Yeah, but it
even
used to
watching-
come on every day on HBO.
Yeah, but even watching like Bruce
HBO
Lee
had
movies and kung fu movies, they were.
I love watching kung fu movies.
Right, and we pretended to be that, even though we knew like they had strings
I'd
on
rather
them.
watch
and
the kung fu movies that came on Channel 5 on Saturday.
I think you
morning.
self-hating, man.
I'm not self-hating.
think
Now,
you're self-hating.
I'm going to put it like this. So, 1985, March 1985, that film was made.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And only 6-8 months later, December 1985, another movie produced by Quincy Jones.
Okay.
So, Quincy and Barry, you can put in the same category. Both producers.
Absolutely.
Both make great music from their legends, icons.
Absolutely.
He produced a film called The Color Purple the same year. So can you put those two films saying one is just as good as the other?
No, you can't. But that's
All right.
like comparing. I'm just trying to think of a cult classic movie. Fast Times in Ridgemont High.
Okay.
Or
So you want to Fast
or
Times
Deep
in-
Cover or something like that. I mean, not Deep Cover. That was a great film. But I'm just saying, cult classics are known to be shitty movies
that everybody loves.
everyone loves later on down the line.
I'd rather watch Coffee Brown. I'd
Well,
rather.
of course, man. I mean, listen, I don't wake up every morning watching, Bruce Leroy, but when it comes on every now and then, or if I'm in the mood,
yeah.
I'll throw it on
Yeah,
and I get
okay.
into it 110%.
Listen, I do the same thing, but I can still look at it.
You
and
make
go,
it but you make it sound like you wouldn't even look at it.
I looked at it a lot. I haven't watched it in many years. Yo, dude, I'm talking about my parents were like the only people that had cable in the house with that old
so
that
you had
plastic
options.
Gerard box. You remember the one with the little
I do.
with the little three
Yes, I can hear the click
the
noise.
click noise every time that you press down. It went from
Absolutely.
went from 2 to 13 on top.
And it had the
14.
channels with the different rows on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I had in the crib. So don't get me wrong. It used to be on HBO. Didn't have any content back in the day.
No.
In the 80s
No.
and 90s.
No.
They played all B movies.
That's true.
But the acting was terrible. Vanity couldn't act her way out of a paper bag.
Of course not.
All right. And Ty Mac, big shout
But
out
for
to
you,
Ty.
but go ahead.
I mean, Ty Mac was good, but he was playing
But
you
for
know,
you to judge a movie when you were to judge a movie now as a full-formed adult,
Okay.
based on how you see the world now on a movie you saw when you were 5 is unfair.
okay, but when I was a teenager, I didn't rewatch it. I didn't like it then. When I was 12 and 13, I was just like,
Man, who stole your childhood, man?
yo, my dude, it's just, I'm a very critical person.
Clearly.
But I've been critical.
I mean, what are some of your top cult classic movies?
The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Great movie. Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Okay.
That's where Charlie Baltimore got her name.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Great movie.
Okay. There you go.
But that was actually a good film. That was a great film. Great script.
Nah.
She was one of the
They got
first.
dragged.
I know.
It got dragged.
It was one of the first, like, contemporary movies where the lead was a chick. You know,
What they do, they are part of the fabric. Stop hating. We can force you to watch Baps. Now,
damn.
yeah,
Damn.
Baps is oof,
And people like that.
that's
Some people,
terrible.
not me, but
I think that movie is number 2 to her Catwoman, because Catwoman was straight trash.
oh yeah. Well, after following,
Pitoff, that's the director of. He only had one name, and he never got to direct another movie after that. 'Cause it
no,
was
the girl,
trash.
who's the first Catwoman? The
You mean movie wise?
in the movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Thank you.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. So listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Call in, put it on the TV
Oh, yeah.
screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what it is. Hey, bruh.
How do you, man?
Listen, man.
He had the glow, man.
I mean,
You didn't. Obviously, you didn't feel empowered by it. You didn't see him as a black role model.
nah, not really, man.
Okay.
I look
That's
at
fair.
my pops as a black role model.
Well, all right. Well, you're fortunate.
Hey, brother. All right. Well, listen, man. Yo, I got dragged. People, y'all don't understand. They drag my ass up and down every corridor of social media. They drag my ass.
You gonna
all
think
over.
twice. You gonna think twice.
Think twice. I speak my mind whenever, wherever, however.
All right.
It is what it is, man.
right.
It is what it is. But you know what? We got our sponsor today.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, man. Our sponsor today is Koi Creative Space. If you need a space to, write a script, you need a space to just get out of your house. If you're motivated to be somewhere else other than your home in order to create, then this is the place for you. Koi Creative Space is located on Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. 169 Mamaroneck Avenue, second floor, White Plains, New York. Their number is 914-428-3195. You can call them, or you can go to Koi, that's KOI, creativespace.com, and you can go sign up for a tour, or you can go sign up for a membership and go take a look. The space is beautiful, man. Hey, we got some pictures coming up?
Yeah, they're on the screen right now.
Oh, okay, cool. So we got it. So that's what it is. Go to Koi, KOI, creativespace.com, and mention OTV when you sign up for a tour or a membership, and you will receive 20% off on your membership. So that's what it is. That's what we doing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. This brother has been all over the world doing his thing, and I really appreciate him coming out, you know what I mean, and talking about what he's got going on, new projects and things like that. He's the ultimate independent creative, brother.
Okay.
This man has been doing this shit for a long time, and I respect the hell out of him. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest is my boy, your boy, DJ Robbie Rob. Let's get it.
Yo, hey, OT, what's up, baby? OT live, OTV live,
Yeah, man. It is
Robbie
what it
Rob
is.
live, baby.
Yeah, we rocking live, man. So let's get into it, man. Gypsy. Yeah, let's get into it, man. So Rob, man, what's been going on with
What's
you?
up, baby? Hey, man, grinding, man. Been working my 12-year-old Jewish artist, man. She's a 12-year-old Jewish artist by the name of Sky Cats.
Really?
You've probably seen it. She just went viral. She was rhyming for Young and May.
Yeah. That was her. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. We did that at Southwest by West, so she went pretty viral, man. We've been working her for about a year or two now, so trying to get her signed to Hollywood Records. You know, I'm still putting out mixtapes. I'm mentoring a young man, Trouble Kid, and he's doing real well from Kip Academy.
Shit.
I still have my recording studio and stuff like that.
Still got that going on, kid.
Still working, man. So
Yo, so
You know,
take me back, man. Take me back, brother. So I don't know much about where you grew up, man.
oh, I'm right in the Bronx, man. Right in the Bronx, New York.
Oh, okay.
Grand Concourse area, 171st Street in the Grand Concourse.
Oh, okay. So you BX all day.
BX all day.
Okay.
That's
All right.
me.
All right. So tell me how you got into, you know what I'm saying, spinning. You know, because you know
okay.
a lot of cats, man. You know what I'm saying?
What?
We done chill with a lot of old school cats.
Yeah, you know that. Well, I started off in the church, man. Like I used to watch the organist and the drummer at the church play the instruments live during the services, and it was attractive to me and my cousin, man. And after service, we used to go back there and play on play on the drums and the organs. And then one day, me and my cousin snuck off to like a block party. I had to be about 6 years old, right in like the Tremont area, and there was a DJ DJing. And I was amazed, man. Went home and we got on my grandmother her Fisher stereo set. We started scratching up her records, man. Yeah,
The Fisher, the
Fisher John.
Oh man,
That's how
That
it
was the one with the
started,
plastic plates on it.
nah. That's Fisher Price.
man. Yeah,
No. Fisher was an old school
Brand,
brand back in the day. It used to
Yeah.
come with the stackable.
right.
The stackable joints that you could put the tape deck. You
Yeah.
could put the
Open up the glass cabinet. Yeah.
Oh, you know my parents still got one of those at the crib, son.
So you know what I'm saying? That's how that started, man. Started playing on her records and getting beatings, going to my mother's house playing on her records. And yeah, man. Then I went off. I was in a group home for about 5-6 years.
Oh shit.
And the staff cared for me, and then I still was.
Westchester, or you was in the city?
I was in Grand Wyndham. I was in Hastings on Hudson.
Yeah, Graham. My father used to work there.
What's his name?
Eugene Wise.
I think I know Mr. Wise.
Get out of here,
I asked
B.
him dead serious, man. If he was in there from 90 to 95, yeah, he know me.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I gotta talk to my pop.
Yeah, asked him about that. So they brought me my first, real pair of turntables. I'm actually one of the success stories and stuff. Go back.
Really?
Yeah. I go back once a year and I give a speech for their career week in February. Every year, you know what I'm saying? I go donate stuff up there and give a speech out to the kids and let them know, I used to live here, man. And the staff here brought my first equipment, man, to seeing me on TV traveling with 50 Cent and all the big names in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So
Yo.
What kind of reaction do you get from those kids when you show up like that and tell those stories?
They can't believe it because sometimes I have a promo vehicle with my face on it, and I'll go up there and then they'll see it, and then they won't, some of them can't believe he used to live here. Then I start giving them the stories of us, living on that campus and stuff. And it reminds me a lot of me. Like I see like the young ones, like the trouble ones, and be like, yo.
You just blew my mind, man. So that's how you got your first turntables, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The staff there, they brought me my first joints, man.
Wow.
And they would bring the records and all. I was the DJ on the campus.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then by the time I got it, because I graduated from there, I got my diploma there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did some college and then I went to the mixtape game, man.
Yeah.
That
Well,
took
listen,
somewhere
man. Your
different.
mixtape. So tell me, after you got out of Graham, when you ended up going to the mixtape circuit, there was a lot of competition out there, man. How did you become? Because you ended up becoming the cream.
It's crazy because
You was rising to the top, kid.
It was a lot. Competition was hard. It was Clue. It was SNS. It was Big Mike. It was Green Lantern, and everybody had their own niche. So I just started plugging out, man. I took like 80, 90 songs and put it on one CD in a fly formatted fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But people had to pick it up and say, even if they didn't get the whole song,
Right.
it helped the artist too. Because if you
Of
heard
course.
something, they'll probably go buy the whole album. It was like a snippet party mix, but you won't know that when you pick up the CD and you open up and you see in paragraphs of songs like, yo, all this is on one. I get all this
one
for
joint.
$5.
Yeah.
So that's how I caught people's attention. On top of the dope creativity I put on the mixtape, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you listen to it, a lot of people tell you, look, man, got me through this. I came home, I was on the highway for 2 days, or I rocked my party and had to get a DJ. It was, somebody stole my CD. So it was the attraction was, the 80, 90 songs on one disc. People couldn't believe it. It's rare. You rarely see that.
Yeah,
But the trick was to get them to pick it up and say, okay, Robbie Rob is dope. Robbie Rob is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, because like right before that new influx of DJs, like I grew up listening to Ron G, and like Like I used to get his tapes. The man on the corner always used to have the tapes, and it just said Ron G mix number 13 or something like that. Like, so you came like right after the tape. And the CD started popping, man.
That's right. Ron G was one of my idols. Kid Capri, Doo-Wop, SNS. Those the ones I came. Those the ones I came up under. You know, listening to mixtape work and stuff like that. So it was like, you know, it impressed them too as well. Like, wow.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
I remember going on Fordham Road to all the sneaker shops. And in the beginning, right as soon as you'd walk into a lot of them, they'd have that book.
Yeah.
It would literally be hundreds of pages.
Covers
of mixtapes.
I used to cop all my mixtapes down on 14th Street.
Okay.
Down, you know, towards the east side though.
Yeah.
Getting away from Union Square. Rob's mixtapes always in there.
Yeah.
I used to always go to like Sammy's and stuff like that on Fordham Road.
Black used to have them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Black made a joint too. It was good too. We did a Jadakiss mixtape. It was crazy. Me and Black from Sammy.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. That mixtape
Yo, the mixtape game was crazy, man. Yo, even Hot 97 and Power 105 ended up getting into it. Now I don't know who.
No, that wasn't them putting them the mixtape.
Well, who the hell was it?
It was different people on the street, like different distributors.
Really?
They weren't even DJs, but they would come up with the concept and people would buy it. You know what I mean?
Because I remember I had the Hot 97 disc all the way from 1 up until like 80
different volumes, right?
Yeah, but no, I used to go get the ones with the you know, when you pulled the cover art out, it wasn't paper.
No, it was real.
It was the real.
It was like distributors and certain DJs running with it, and it was like the Hot 97 is dropping today. It was like the best seller on the market.
Yeah,
because it had all the hot stuff, full songs.
Yeah, full songs on it.
People will come in and get it.
Yeah, the hip hop was at the beginning, then the R&B joints was at the end.
Right, it's a trick to it now because see, they went crazy for mixtapes. See, I'm still able to get away a little bit because I got a fan base for it, but I got a fan base for, you know, the work I put in on the CDs. Before, people would go buy mixtapes because downloads weren't popular, software wasn't fully in yet. So to hear a record again that wasn't out on a single, you know, you couldn't go download it. So people would go buy the CD to get that song and a few other songs, you know, just to have them. That's
when exclusive actually meant something.
Right. Now everything goes out at one time. Right. Software it's even like that with the movies. Like, you know what I mean? The hardware went, the software came in and activated a lot of new DJs, rappers. Everybody's a DJ and a rapper now. So competition's crazy.
Well, how do you feel about the DJ game right now? You know, because everybody that got a controller and a laptop now, I think they're a DJ. Well, you know what I'm saying? They don't really know the craft of it.
It's so easy for them because I used to lug 10, 12 crates across the country on airplanes.
Right.
When them joints was $20.
Yeah, how much were they charging you for that?
No, the promoters would pay for it because they wanted that Robbie Rob or Kid Capri show. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now you get on an airplane with a laptop.
With a laptop.
So it's become a job. Like you have DJs that they're DJing for $100, $20 at OZ Tavern and all these locals in New York City. And I say New York, and it's everybody worldwide, but you have some DJs that will take $40 or, you know what, don't give me no money, just put me on the flyer. Just to say, you know what I'm saying?
Watering it down.
The culture is watered down.
Listen to the trick now. So the promoter steps in. This is why the DJ, I used to get 1,000, 1,500 in New York. I can't get nowhere near that in New York anymore. Because, see, the promoter stepped in so many DJs. You don't have to argue and fuss and fight anymore. If you don't want to do it, this DJ will do it. Who cares who this DJ is? The promoter then got 10 people with a birthday. Listen, I'm going to do your party. I'm going to throw you on the fly. People get excited. They don't see the dynamics behind it.
No, they don't see any of that.
They'll say, oh, yeah, well, okay, you don't do my party. Yeah, you just buy, get a table, 200, get 3 bottles, and you can bring some people with you. I'm guessing I could bring 4 or 5 people. By the time you got 10 people that brought 4 to 5 people, you got a lit party. And that's what the promoter does now. You know what I mean? They'll offer VIPs and who's celebrating a birthday. Once you get a gang of people like that, nobody cares about the DJ. You know what made your party hot? It was crowded, and then we pop bottles.
Yeah. Not only that, now with social media, you can take a picture. You got 200 300 people inside your place.
Right.
Now you're considered
Nah,
hot.
yeah, your party was popping. You know what I'm saying?
No one
the
cares
music
about the
be
name of the
sucked.
DJ
I
necessarily.
don't think they don't pay attention to the DJ the way you used to, because some promoters used to be selective about what DJs they want.
Of course
Like,
they
I want
will.
this DJ this week. I want him this week. Now it's you don't see too much of that. You know what I mean? They'll
No, you
get
don't
an
see any of
intern.
that.
You know, listen. What blew my mind? Me and Tony Yayo did a show in Switzerland 3 years ago, and we went to one club, and the DJ wasn't at the DJ booth, and this nigga was DJing like. So
Oh, he had it on autoplay.
Nah, the nigga was doing his shit on his phone and had the headless set with the mic, and he was scratching records up on his phone. I forget the name of the program. It's
I've
coming.
seen
you know.
that before.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I've
flip
heard
my
about
mind. I
that.
say, yo,
Oh man.
that's simple.
Yo, homeboy really could, like, he could be in the bathroom or a coat check.
Anywhere.
You know what I mean?
Anywhere.
Across the
He
street
all
getting
over.
cigarettes.
Exactly. Technology is
crazy.
amazing. It's bugged out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Damn.
But you know that's what it is. I mean, I'm lucky enough to, have gotten into the game where people can actually recognize some of my work. You know.
Yeah. So what was your biggest? What was your breakout? Like what was the gig or the spot that you had that you said, okay, that's what got you over the hump? Like, I
Okay.
know I've been in the DJ game. You got to, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've toured so many clubs in New York and around the states, out the country. I've been to Africa, but my most biggest break was, running with 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So how did
was
that
real.
relationship come about?
Off a mixtape.
Really?
Yeah, off a
Okay.
mixtape. It was a Best of Jay-Z mixtape. Nelson, a lot of people know Nelson, Money Nels, picked it up. He was working at Interscope. And he called the phone up like, yo, what you do? How helped you make the CD? Or what happened? I never heard nothing like this. Can you come to the office? And I went to the office, and then he was like, yo, listen, I'm working 50's project now. I need you and him to do something like this. And, he's having a big Super Bowl party for Mobb Deep at the house. I want you to come up there, and we could do it right there. And, we went up there. Me and 50 made the Freak mixtape. And then,
And it
you know what I'm
was
saying? We drew a relationship, and it was real. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
That's how that happened. Like,
Damn.
Yeah, that was a big break. People to see me with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Well, not even that, man. You in the G Unit video. You was in a couple of them joints.
Yeah, I was running with them for a minute. I'm still running. They're still my team, man. Still
That's
my
what's
home. You know what I'm
up,
saying?
man.
Just things a little different now. Fifth is out with the liquor and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's got the
Me-
the effing vodka
F
and
and
all
vodka,
that. Yeah.
and he's doing the Frago and all the TV stuff. So, but me, Yayo, and Banks, we move around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When they ready. But like I said, I've been working my young artists, Sky Katz. You feel me? Jewish white girl. She's nice. Like, oh, she's nasty. Like, whoo.
Yeah, because I
So we
I saw the video when it went viral, man.
Yeah, that was me. I filmed that. in Texas
Wow.
with my phone. You know what I'm saying?
South by Southwest.
Yeah. We was out there a whole week, and she was spitting for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody she spit for, we threw she had a cameraman there, but we hands on with the iPhone 7. You know how the game is.
Yeah. The game
You're not
is
waiting for
different.
no
Game
edit.
is-
You know what I'm saying?
Game is different.
Need that
man.
media video.
Yeah,
Media.
man. The
It's a
game is
fact.
different. So when it comes to it, so you being a mogul now, are you getting away from the DJ game more towards the corporate side of
it's
it?
bugged out. Nah, I'm still DJing. They not gonna let me get away with that. You feel me? But I actually started into directing videos. I got 2 videos up right now that I actually directed.
Oh, I didn't even know that, man. We would have
Yeah,
played a clip
yeah.
for the show, man.
Word, it came out nice, man. I directed 2 videos. It came
What's
out
the
real
name
nice.
of it?
We had a Running Man from Days and Nomad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the other one was Kevin Phillips. It was called Put It On Me.
That's
Put It
what's up.
On Me one is more with the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I got a camera guy. He shoots pretty good, and
Yeah.
we exchange ideas, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you putting it together.
Yeah, we put it
well,
together.
listen, man. Listen, dude. You've done a lot of. I wanted you to get into the stuff that you did for the community, because I know you do a lot of stuff for the Bronx.
Yeah.
I know you was doing a lot of stuff. I remember when you and D Cole did a video
Yeah,
back
for
in
the
the
kids,
day.
that was fire.
Yeah,
Woo!
man. Robbie Rob had a joint out
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I'm saying, all the kids from the area,
Yeah.
they all came out. They did it with the Parks Department, and they put a little dance together, and the kids was doing
Yeah,
the dance.
yeah.
I remember that, man.
That's what's up,
you was
man.
always doing. So tell me about, when it comes to connecting with your community, man, because you're already doing
Well,
stuff with Graham
Yeah.
and everything else, man.
Well,
you're always giving back.
Yeah, it's a must, man. Like, I'm a spiritual person, man. So I believe in giving. You know what I'm saying? So I take on and everything I do, I always incorporate God. Like I just renovated my studio, named the God First Studio, and people, I get clients that come in and record, and I'm going to make sure they put that name in their mouth. They acknowledge who God is,
Right.
spiritual or not. That's just my belief. But I take the little young ones, that are troubled out here because they misled, because they look at hip hop and they follow that shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah, they look at it not as entertainment. They look at it as a way of life.
As a lifestyle, and as hip hop, some of us send the wrong message. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
me being a part of the culture and the things I can show them, because some of them know and some of them don't know. But once they start doing their homework, they get to learn who I am, and then they get to look up to what I'm talking about. You feel me? And I can actually show them, like, listen, man, this ain't cool. You feel me? It's better to be this way, because this type of lifestyle can get you this and that. And a lot of times I convince some of them to go to church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Because
man,
they don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes they need guidance, man. And I'm not big on organized religion. We won't get into that. But you know what? Some of these kids that don't have, people to actually guide them in the right direction, man. It's just being around positive people and positive energy. You know what I'm saying? That starts to seep into them. You know what I mean? And then they want to get out of the situations that they're in. It's not like they just want to sit there and just do nothing. Because I know a lot of kids, they don't want to do anything. Man. They've been disenfranchised. They've been beaten down by, whatever's going on in their home life or whatever like that. And they feel lost. And they're just like, they don't have an example of anybody doing something positive or doing something productive. So they just automatically just revert back to whatever they was doing before, which was nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's different now, and I share this with a lot of parents because they see what I do with the kid I mentor, so they'll reach out, and I share this with them because they don't understand the behavior. They don't understand that it's common for teenagers to smoke marijuana now. It's just common. It wasn't pretty much common in our time, but now it's all in there. It's like smoking a cigarette almost. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of parents get upset, and they don't deal with the situation right. And I always tell them, listen, man, try to offer help. Before you spaz out and try to kill them and kick them out, see if they want to get help. Just tell them, you don't want the same household, and you discourage it, and that you're aware of what they're doing. You feel me?
Right.
Because the influences is like this. This is real, DUIs. Pay attention, right? A kid is around negative influences more than they're around their parents. How many days of a week we got? 7, am I correct?
Oh, yeah.
How many hours a kid goes to school? 8 to 3? Something like that, 8 to 4, right? The most important hours of their life, 8 in the morning to 3, 4.
Yeah.
They get home by 4, 5 o'clock. They haven't saw you all day.
No.
They're drained. They're hungry. Homework, chores, bedtime. So that's about 3 to 4 hours you may get to see them before 10 o'clock comes in. They roll over and have to sleep those other hours that's important for the body. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
But then the most important hours, they're around negative influences, which is in the school, which is drugs. Some schools you have to participate in a game to survive in. That they don't come home.
Man, it's getting crazy.
They don't come home and tell their parents that. But most of their important hours are around negative energy. So it's like the negative energy is automatically raising them, no matter what you tell them or how good of a parent you are. But it's always good to pray and enforce the positive and try to keep them into positive stuff. Because there's no such thing as, I don't believe, as good schools anymore.
The public school system is gone.
It's gone.
Down.
It's like that with the Catholic schools and these other charter schools.
It's getting.
They're like jails almost. Yeah. In a way. The way they
it's crazy, but we got to realize those important hours, 8 to 3. What if your kid was with you?
And that's sculpting your child.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
On the weekends, you probably have things for them to do if they're not ripping and running, because that's like their days off of work. But their most important hours from 8 to 3 are around negative influences.
Yeah. I had to stay busy. My parents put me in. I went to Saturday classes. I went to early college development. I was in a marching band.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Out in Yonkers. I used to work for the Parks Department every year. Every summer, I always had a job. You know what I mean? My parents kept me. It wasn't the fact they was beating me over the head saying, oh, you shouldn't be hanging out with this person. You shouldn't be doing that. Blah 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 blah. They didn't have to tell me that. They kept me so damn busy. There was
Yeah.
no
There's
time
nothing
for
else
the
to do.
negative.
Exactly.
There's
There
nothing
was
else
no
to do.
time for the negative. B.
You were raised into it, which is real. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's just not like that. These
Yeah,
kids in
you're right.
school with hundreds and hundreds of negative influences. You feel me? It's hard to make a decision to be positive because any kid is gonna want to fit in. It's like a child that sees another child eating McDonald's. They're gonna want some. So you know what I'm
you're right.
saying? It's just there. It's
Yeah.
just there. And I always tell people, don't give up.
Yeah.
You know,
And don't
Don't give up.
automatically just put them down. You know what I
right?
mean?
You know, like you gotta
that's-
stay on their level. I wish we had more hip hop communities in these areas in New York City
that would support that.
that will, that will these kids can go to. You feel me? And then get a different message. You feel me? And bring some of the hip hop out, the artists out to actually interact at these programs and let these kids know.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
I mean, they do it, but you know what? It's few and far between. And then when they do it, they don't get any kind of coverage. You know what I mean? It'll be a blurb on News 12. It'll be a blurb on ABC News. I remember when Mary J. Blige opened up her center for battered women. Like I saw it for like one day, and it was like poof, it was
Yeah.
gone. I was like, okay, so she came from Yonkers. She came from the Slow Baumhauser Project. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She'd have moved up in the world. She's trying to put something together for positive influence. And you give her, a paragraph in the whole paper. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's
But I also feel like sometimes like we don't need to get that validation from watching the media and seeing that. Like I think even the effect of someone like Mary or someone like Robbie Rob for just being there, that community is seeing it. You know what I mean?
No. You're right. No, I get it. Now it's more open because now we have our own means to communicate between
For sure.
us. I'm talking about just the urban community. With Facebook and all the connecting social media platforms that we have, now we can record and say, oh, Robbie Rob came with a check for $10,000 for
Right, we can archive it.
we can archive it. It's something that's going to be out there forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like before, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it wasn't like that. You had to rely on
That's true.
the media to do it. So now we have another platform, multiple platforms in order to do it. So let's get back to, after you linked up with 50, were you doing a lot of G Unit stuff? Were you doing a lot of,
Well, sorry about that.
No, that's cool.
I was always when I was 50, I would do the whole G Unit team, like, you know what I mean? If Banks needed a DJ or Yayo or you feel me, whoever was with us, you know what I mean? I worked everybody's project when I was over there.
Right. That's
You know what I'm
what's up.
saying? So yeah, always been down. I wanted to share something else though. Check it. You seen the guy that was online that stopped that fight the other day and it went viral?
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I've been doing that. Like,
That's powerful.
it's crazy. I just sent you a link. I don't know if you can pull it out. It's in your phone.
Yeah, I got you.
I've been doing that, and I didn't ask for it to go viral, but I did make sure somebody filmed it to encourage other people to do the same thing. Because see, when fights and stuff like to jump off, people would just sit there and watch. Well, they scream "World Star, World Star."
Yeah.
Somebody could really get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No, you right
It
about
get
that.
crazy.
You right about that.
Yeah, and then you're protecting them because then the cops come and then that just
yeah,
adds to their trouble that could mess them up down the road.
That's
you know,
that's a fact, man.
just self-inflicted wounds basically they turn into.
man.
So that's powerful. Let me ask you, what kind of music do you listen to? Because obviously a lot of hip hop today, it tends to lean towards negativity sometimes. What do you listen to that's not hip hop? That's like, you know what, I'm gonna get off into another space, kind of clear my mind from everything I may be working on. What kind of music do you listen to?
I like old school.
Okay.
I like old school. I like old school reggae. I like the vibe to that type of stuff. I mean, I'm forced to, actually deal with the new rap because I'm a DJ and I gotta satisfy. I mean, we're happy
course.
at the end of the day. So it's not about me. It's about what the people want. You know what I'm saying? So I get caught in this stuff. I have to listen to the lyrics and I have to, try to relate to what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My kids help me out a lot too. You feel me? Because we're not from that era. And I tell people every 7 years, hip hop does something different.
Of course.
Like, when we were younger, our parents didn't approve of flat tops and baggy jeans.
Oh, man.
It's the same visual, just in
It's
a
just a
different,
new way.
way.
Yeah, it's a
You
new
feel
era.
me? we looking at these kids like, wow, we don't understand it, but our parents didn't understand us as well. You feel me? They didn't understand the crack rap, and you feel me?
No, you're right. But how do you balance, being a father and being, a world-class DJ, man? You done DJ'd all over the world, kid.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
how do you balance, because me being a new father, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah. Well, my lady pretty strong, man. So a lot of times when I was touring, she was straight, it was always money there and stuff like that. My kids grew into knowing that I'm traveling, you know what I'm saying? They knew, like, off the top, okay, when you come home, when I come home, I'm home, you know what I mean? And even when I'm home, I still dealt with their schools and stuff like that. Every time parent-teacher come up or they got an issue at the school, somehow, some way, I'm always around to go put in with, you know what I'm saying? What my lady can't, you feel me saying? So
Yeah, no, I hear you.
they pretty much understand it. They get the message. They still got butt whippings and punishments. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. You know
So,
what I mean?
I mean, it's great that you found a balance, because I know, it's like, we both know a lot of people in the industry, whether it be, rappers, singers, performers in general, and they're away from home. And sometimes if you don't find a good balance between being a parent and being an entertainer, sometimes there's resentment, there's sometimes kids go, well, you weren't there, or you weren't there enough, or whatever. But finding that balance, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can't do that, man. So
Yeah, well,
I give them
I
respect for that.
dialogue everything at graduations. I don't miss their birthdays and stuff like that, and Christmas. I try not to miss a lot of that, but they always happy, not always. I got footage from they were little, like camera, I have them all on computer files. You know what I'm saying?
No.
For good memories, they could never say that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear
I
you.
can't find them saying that. You know what I mean? We kept them Christmas trees loaded. Then it got to a point real quick where everything's about cash. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we get 300, 500 here.
That's after they get to a certain age. You're
Oh,
like,
man.
I ain't want no bike.
Yeah, I don't want no Christmas no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't want no more video games.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I want no dolls and easy bake ovens and PlayStations, and it's crazy.
Can I get 500?
Yeah,
But that's good, because then you teach them the responsibility of money. You open up
Exactly.
bank accounts for them,
Yeah.
and you show them. They start becoming men or women.
independent. I'm teaching my young one that now, man. She just turned 16 and stuff like that. So I'm about to go get her a little bank account and tell her how to,
Yeah. How to budget?
that paper the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Robbie Rob was the first DJ that ever put my record out.
Really?
Yeah. It was only two.
Really?
It was only two DJs that did it.
Okay.
Robbie Rob was one, and there was another DJ from Texas.
Where was it played? Where they play?
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah. So he had my joint spinning down to Texas. But Robbie Rob was the only New York DJ that believed in me and put my song on the mixtape.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Like, he was just like, he heard the song.
At
He
a
was like,
karaoke show. Yep.
yeah. He was like, who is that?
Right.
I was like, that's me. He was like, I need that record.
Right now.
So wait a second. I sent him the snippet.
Right.
He damn near almost cut my neck off, man. He was like, son, it's only like a minute and 2 minutes. Like a minute. What are you doing?
Right. Man.
I was just like, I didn't think he wanted the whole record. He was like, nah, I need the whole record.
That record should have went out, man.
Wow.
Yeah. We're gonna include it on the album, but yeah.
Please
man.
do, man. That's a good record.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna happen. I'm sure the reaction in Texas was big too. I'm sure they loved it.
No, I got a lot of love from Texas,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? Because there was another cat. He was on the radio station, but he used to put it in his mixes or whatever, and they was like, I got a little burn,
Yeah.
little burn,
Little burn. Little Usher.
But at the end of the day, I've learned so much since I put that record out until today, man. And the rollout for this album is going to be much different than it was before. This is something I wanted to talk to you about. Being in the DJ game today, the game has changed
Very much.
So we were talking about on the radio stations, they're not breaking records anymore.
No.
No.
SoundCloud is breaking records.
That's right.
YouTube.
Right.
YouTube.
You got good enough
and
content.
World Star
Yeah.
Hip Hop is breaking
You
records.
got
now.
good enough content for a minute, then Instagram will break your record. You know what I'm saying?
true.
Yeah, of course.
It's true. Chance the Rapper, perfect example of that.
Yeah, he ain't even selling no records. He got 3 Grammys under his belt already.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? How do you navigate through breaking a brand new artist?
Well,
Or-
mixtapes still have a platform, and
Okay.
if I play something, people like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just broke my artist. The one that you seen go viral. That was pretty much breaking her into the industry because everybody, there's like almost 3 million views. You feel me? Within hours.
Damn.
You feel me? And that was just right there off the video. made some calls to World Star. Yo, I need this up on your IG. My man Jay said, all right, Rob, send it to me. And that was it. Yeah, she got it. You know, it's
So your
different ways.
Yeah, your
It's
connections
different ways,
are strong, man.
Yeah, and that was Instagram. That wasn't even a record. You feel me? But I still put out the mixtapes, and people still go buy them and download them, and they find their way to Africa, they find their way to China. You feel me? So it's still a platform, and the new artists now, I put it out there where I have them contribute something to the mixtape because I still replicate them in their course. You feel me? I don't charge them much, $75 to $100.
Yeah.
And I place their CD on the mixtape, and I mix it up with the new stuff. So people are forced to listen to it, like, oh, got that on there, and now people
And they're like, oh, who's this?
It's not just a full underground mixtape. It's mixed up. So
all right,
yeah.
So I wanted to know, you came out around the time of the DJ Clues, the SNS. So now, did you ever? Because I don't know if this is true or not, but I remember that you had gotten offered to do a show. I think it was on Power 105, or you was about to get on with Power. I'm not gonna say who my source was.
I was supposed to be on there. And what happened?
They said they was just like they was just like, yo, you was going hard, and you have your following, you was going in. They was just like, they ended up going with somebody else. This is somebody from Power 105.
Nah, I was supposed to go on Hot 97.
Oh, okay. Was it Hot 97?
Yeah, I was supposed to go on Hot 97, and then I went through some shit. I had to bounce for a little bit.
Oh,
so
I hear you.
That shit probably went down the drain, but it's all good. I don't need the radio. You know what I mean? To do what I do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you've been rocking parties for a long time.
I got pretty much got World Star. Which is, it's not like consistent like radio. Radio's good for a DJ, but it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of obligation, and I probably wouldn't pass the opportunity up. I had a chance to do it before I started, rocking with 50 and them and stuff like that. And I backed off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
So, yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Rob, when it comes to you, man, I see you way more than just a DJ, man.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. The guy,
and score too, man. And score, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I never. When I speak to Rob, it's just like,
yeah, man.
Because I remember he had the portable, Gypsy, man. This dude had a portable studio he used to ride around in and record.
I still do.
Oh,
that was in my Cadillac. I had to customize my studio programs there when I'm riding around. But I work though. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I was real busy, heavy. So I got to drive and stuff. And when it was time to roll out, I'll be in the back working. I got that same setup right now. I got a van now, but I got the same setup.
That's crazy. I was gonna say that takes texting and driving to a whole new level.
My dude, he was on it, man. I remember he had a girl singing in the back, and he was just like, dude, we was outside of what was it, Cafe Lou's?
We
was outside of Cafe Lou's. He's bumping, and he like, yo, D Wise, come in, man. I go look in the back. He got the booth in there. I'm like, what is this?
It's crazy. It's just crazy, yeah.
Do other DJs have that?
Huh?
Were you the first person that you knew and that ever had something like that?
Nah. That shit was. I got that from 50. 50 has a bulletproof truck, and then he has like a whole little studio set up in a Tahoe.
Wow.
It's a little smaller, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
So that kind of taught me, like, because a lot of times when I move around, I gotta wait to get to my studio to work. I was just investing into the same shit. Like, yo, let me go put this in there. You know what I mean? And
makes
sense. Let me get my little work done. So
Yo, so you know what? I saved this segment for our guest Robbie Rob to be here. So we're gonna go to the 10 independent albums in the country right now. And let's see if Robbie Rob probably know a couple of these cats already.
All right, name them. I'll tell you if I ever heard of them.
All right, let's see. So number 10 is the album's called Step Brothers 3, and that's Starlito and Don Tripp. I think these cats are from the West Coast.
Yeah, I've seen the album cover. I saw it on Tidal, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, that's Step Brothers. Step Brothers 3. I know of Don Tripp. I didn't know of Starlito. No. Actually, they're from Missouri, I think.
Okay.
I think they're from.
Shout out to Missouri. They're doing a lot of good music all over the Midwest.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that. So that's what's up. It's just an extension from that down south bounce. It's just been running through hip hop for the past 15 years or so.
Yeah, let me see what Don Tripp is at, man. They definitely from down south. They definitely from down south. I'll get it in a second.
All right.
Number 9 is the album's called The Navigator, and the band is called Hooray for the Riff Raff.
Okay. Now I'm looking at the album cover artwork.
Yeah,
It looks like something off of Play or something like that.
Yeah.
Something
Like
off of Stage.
yeah, it's like a stage thing. She's the whole band is like very like indie rock.
Okay.
Like very kind of like an NXS type of
Okay.
like electronic indie pop rock like that.
I dig it.
Yeah. It was dope. Number 8, the album's called Godless Prophets in the Migrant Flora by The Darkest Hour.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's a real Godless Prophets in the
What
Migrant
genre?
Flora.
What kind of?
Very hard, heavy metal type joint.
All right.
Let me see.
So the heavy metal is still kicking in the
Yo,
in
dude.
the underground. I almost feel like heavy metal is what like underground hip hop is, to rock. You know what I mean? It just as far as like the cult, as far as the passion. The way that you have the backpack crew in hip hop, and you have the folks that only buying vinyl and love sample beats and stuff like that. I feel like for rock, like it's that metal. It's the more serious, more passionate fans.
Nah, they're always going to support. You know what I mean? Because they're no longer rock. Heavy rock music is no longer mainstream.
It's not. I was looking at Title today and went on the rock station, and it was pop. It was essentially just pop.
Yeah,
Essentially just pop.
No disrespect to Starlito and Don Tripp, but they're from Nashville, Tennessee, and Memphis, Tennessee. So
Okay. That's
they
what's
got
up.
that balance though. I listened to a few of their joints. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now number 7 is called Best in Live by Chickenfoot.
Chickenfoot.
Chickenfoot. Do you know who Chickenfoot is?
I
man?
don't, but the top right looks like someone I know.
Oh.
Isn't that
Yes, that is Sammy
Robert? Oh, I was
Nah,
gonna say
Sammy
Robert
Hagar.
Plant. Oh, that is Sammy Hagar. Okay.
All right, so Chickenfoot is a super group that came out in 2008. So it's Sammy Hagar from Van Halen
Yep.
and Montrose.
Yep.
You got Michael Anthony, he was in Van Halen. You got Joe Satriani,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Guitar God.
yeah, and then Chad Smith, the drummer from Red Hot.
From
Chili
Red Hot. Will Smith. I mean Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell and Chad Smith. Yeah, so they're a super group. So they put the live album out. They're independent now.
Okay.
So yeah, man. But Chickenfoot always been good to me. I mean, it's a jam band.
Yeah. Okay.
Quintessential.
Kind of like a little Grateful Dead-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. It's more. They have strong structure. It's not like them going out and jamming, but you know what I mean. But they go out on tour
Okay.
together.
Gotcha.
But when Satriani get on his shit, it's a wrap.
Forget about it. He played at the Capitol not too long ago.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The Capitol. Shout out to the Capitol.
Oh yeah.
They don't do a lot of urban shows.
Shit, Kevin Hart was there last year.
That's true, but
And that was on
that's
his-
a comedian though.
Yeah, but he was only doing stadiums on that tour. Only doing, and that place only holds 2,000, maybe 3,000 people.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
he did someone a favor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just saying.
I know he sold out. He only did one night.
Yeah, only did one night.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yep.
Who would have known? Portchester, New York.
Right.
Kevin Hart, right? So number 6, the Ultimate Collection, Garth Brooks. They knocking him down a few notches, man. He was number 2 last week.
I'm telling you. Listen, indie listeners, people that are proactive. This is the time
This
when
is the
people
motivation for you.
Yeah.
Because at the
Somebody
end of
gave me that. It's a country album. Something?
yeah, man. That's
Somebody gave me that. I have it.
yeah, man. That's all his hits. So this is what we was talking about, Robbie. Rob, he owns all his masters. He owns the masters from when he was. I think he was Capitol Nashville or something like that. I think he was signed to. I think he was signed to Capitol. But yo, he either signed a contract that he didn't have his masters, but he ended up buying all his masters back.
Wow.
So now whenever he wants to release a greatest hits album, all the profit goes to him.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So number 5, J.J. Hairston. Is it Hairston? Yeah, I guess Hairston. Hairston and Youthful Praise. An album's called You Deserve It. So, another praise and worship. Last week it was another gospel artist. This week, number 5 independent album in the country is another, gospel album.
All right. God's sneaking in there.
Yeah. Jesus.
Jesus. That's right.
Number 4, our man Aaron Watson.
I love that he's just staying on this list, man.
Yo, man, he's probably gonna be there and he's moving up. Wasn't he like number 6 last week?
I think he was. I told you he's the hardest working independent artist in America right now.
Yo, Rob, let me tell you about this cat, Aaron Watson, man. This dude is on album number 13.
13.
13.
He working.
His first album came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
He just released his 13th album independently, okay?
He's crushing it.
And he's got the number 5 album in the country, independent album in the country.
He owned his master since day one.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Vaquero. Go check him out. I'm telling you, you may not be into country music, my listeners, you know, people that's viewing it on Facebook Live right now, but go check out Aaron Watson. He can sing his ass off. He can play. I got to check him out. I even saw a couple of covers that he did. Go check him out. All right, number 3.
Your boy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's my boy. Watch that. Dario with Point of No Return. My dude, I can't, like, he done bumped up like maybe like 4 or 5 spots.
When you're independent pop and you're good, pop is popular. So even if you're independent in pop and you're delivering good quality music, you're gonna do well. So I could see him being extremely successful.
Yeah, I think so, man. I mean, you know, like I said last week, you know, I would see how a record label would try to soften, you know what I'm saying? Soften his effeminate image.
Oh, try and make him more masculine?
Yeah, try to make him more masculine.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, he's real special. No.
He's biting his fingers on the album cover. I mean, I don't know.
But yo, what I'm saying is, like, he got the number 3 album in the country.
It must be good music. Have you
Yeah, I listen to the joints, man.
something you could dance
The reason, and another reason why I don't want to play, I don't want to play clips of these artists on the show, is because I want you to go out and actually go and go on YouTube, go to iTunes, go to Spotify,
Go
go
listen
find
to
these
them.
people, go listen to them. There's gonna be, we're naming 10 different independent artists, and there's something for everybody on it. Whether you hip hop. This week was Starlito and Don Tripp, and they got some really dope songs on that album. You know, you want hardcore, you know, heavy metal, check out Darkest Hour. You want a jam band with great guitars, check out Chickenfoot. You love country, Aaron Watson or Garth Brooks. You want you want
Praise and
inspiration?
worship?
Yeah, praise and worship, inspirational music. You got that too. So the reason why we do this every week is in order for you guys to really go out and check out who these people are and what they have to offer. Because at the end of the day, you may not know who they are, but they're out here making money. All right. So number 2, Jerry Garcia, God rest the dead, from the Grateful Dead.
Speaking of the Capitol.
Yeah, exactly. Garcia Live, Volume 8, November 23rd, 1991.
Wow.
So they are rolling out every, few months, different shows that Jerry Garcia did either by himself or with the Grateful Dead, and they're putting it out as, a compilation album.
Well, as long as they do, I can see Jerry Garcia staying on this list because they have some of the most passionate fans. We see that when Phil Lesh comes to the Capitol Theater, they sell out 2 and 3 days.
Yeah, they sell out. And number 1, of course, for the second week in a row, I guess. Well, no, probably been second week in a row. Yeah.
No, third.
Third week in a row.
Yeah.
Third week in a row is Metallica with Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
I think it's because of their budget.
Well, of course, man. When you got millions of dollars in your pocket, you can get the number 1 album in the country. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Metallica. They don't need our fucking shout out.
Yes, they do. Yes,
These motherfuckers is making money hand over fist.
They need us.
Yeah, they do. You know what? Before we got a couple minutes, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't really respect Metallica that much.
Really? Why not?
Because when the Napster situation came into...
That was a big deal.
Yo, let me ask Rob about this. So, Rob, so when Napster came out and they was file sharing on the MP3s back and forth, Metallica sued the shit out of the CEO of Napster or the founder of Napster.
Yeah.
They had it together.
Yeah, but the thing was that the record companies didn't want to embrace the new technology that was coming out. They didn't want to embrace the MP3. They didn't want to do anything. They just wanted to keep on putting out CDs.
Yeah, they didn't have it together because see a lot of these. I don't think they wanted to embrace. I think they were quick. They were ready because a lot of the music in these links have to be coded. You understand what that
Right.
means? And they're still catching up with coding now after years. When I say coding, I mean like you can play a certain song that don't belong to you on Facebook,
And
if
they'll
it has
shut
a
it
certain
down.
code in the coding in the URL. See, they're still catching it. They're still
They're
like
still-
it's
they're
how much
still
music
catching
is
up.
out there. It'll automatically, delete that file from Facebook.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
you
you
said
can't
you can't-
monetize it on YouTube, or the
Right.
monetizing a shift to the the artist or the company that the funds should go to. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I got you.
Or they'll let you know, listen, man, you don't own this property. It violates our community guidelines and stuff like that. So, but it's the coding. So
No,
they're still
no doubt.
catching up, man. They weren't ready. I don't think.
Nah, I don't think they were ready. But yo, this is our last segment. We about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We got 5 indie questions for my man Robbie Rob right now.
Yeah.
So, number 1, what does being an independent artist mean to you? Well, independent mogul, because that's what you are.
Well, you self-contracted. I mean, you are what you make of yourself. The harder you grind, the harder you rise. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's what that means. I mean, you're going to work for yourself, be yourself, and do what you're supposed to do by yourself. And that don't mean you're by yourself because you don't have a team
No,
behind
of
you.
course,
You
you're
just
going to
don't,
have people holding
you
you
don't
down.
belong to, a situation. So
That's what's up. All right, number 2, if you had the opportunity to, well, we usually ask artists to sign with a major. If you had an opportunity to get on, like, to work for Ennis or iHeart Media or whatever, would you sign on to do that? Like,
yeah, I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So number 3, you touched on a couple of them. So what were your musical influences, man? Your DJ influences?
That influenced me?
Yeah.
Oh, Kid Capri, SNS.
Okay.
I give it to him at the door. You know what I mean? Ron G, Doo-Wop. Those.
Yeah,
Those are
but
my
those
DJs.
were the grinding DJs.
Yeah.
What about the producing DJs?
Oh well, shoot, Swiss definitely.
Well,
Swiss Dre. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I was
What
into
was
them dudes.
what's his name from Gangstar?
Premier.
Premier.
Yeah, for sure. I was on tour with Premier too. That was crazy, man. Yeah, I traveled.
Dude was
with them.
on with Premier.
'Cause I used to DJ for Nice and Smooth, and a lot of the old school tours.
Yeah.
They had do it. Greg,
Yeah,
Greg.
come on, man.
So Guru was there, and of course Premier. So
Damn.
yeah.
All right. So number 4, if you were offered a deal outside of the music world, outside of your comfort zone, like let's say they wanted you to do something, they wanted you to be the spokesman for a suit company or something like that, but you had to leave the music behind. Like, yeah, the money would be coming in, but you kind of had to leave the music on the back burner. Would you take that deal?
I wear the wig to get the gig. Why not? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, man. If I could figure out a way, if an offer came in front of me, that type of opportunity, then yeah, I mean, DJing is my first love. But if you're talking some good money, I have to wear the wig to get the gig, baby.
I love this man
Yes.
right here, yo.
I got to use that line. I have to borrow that.
Yo, for real, man. Yo, honestly, everybody else would be like, nah, I didn't love my music. He'd be like,
Right.
yo, that
But he's been in the game long enough to know.
Yeah,
He's been in the
Nah,
game
yeah,
long
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that
He's been
shit
in the
ain't
game
going
He's
long
seen the
enough.
highest of the heights.
Yeah, it ain't no money in the hip hop no more. People don't know that. That shit finished, man.
Wow.
Feel me?
Wow.
I got this little Jewish white girl, and it's because it's uncommon. She's 12 years old, Jewish for one, and she's dope.
Yeah,
You feel me? The middle class is gonna buy that shit.
yeah. I
They
hear you.
tired of buying this. I know we gotta get out of here. I'm sorry.
No,
guys.
last one,
All right,
last
cool,
joint,
cool.
man.
Got you.
What's your end game, man? What is the goal that you want to meet and exceed in this game, man?
Well, I want to be successful. I want my kids and my grandkids to remember what I did. I want to leave something here for them to, get involved with as well. Maybe something similar to what I was doing, something with music or entertainment, period. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To leave that behind, leave a legacy behind here. You heard?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for checking out OTV Live tonight. I want to give it up to my main man, Robbie Rob, in the
Yes,
building
sir.
tonight.
Let's go, baby.
I want to really appreciate you coming out tonight, man.
Thanks for having
real.
me, bro.
Definitely. So once again, you know what I'm saying, check us out every Monday every Monday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook.com/OTV Live Show 1. We'll be back next week. Make sure you go to KoiCreativeSpace.com. Go check them out. Tell them OTV sent you, and you get 20% off. Shout out to my man Gypsy in the building tonight.
Gypsy.
You know what I'm saying? Next week we are going to we got some things to talk about, so we're gonna do that right off the top.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for watching. We'll be back next week, and as always, keep it indie, baby.
Yep. We out of here, right?